Today I am reviewing the HP OMEN MAX 45L RTX 5090. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. I spent the last 2 weeks putting the PCONLINE HP OMEN MAX 45L through its paces, and honestly, this machine is a bit of a contradiction. If you are looking for a desktop that absolutely shreds through every benchmark you throw at it, you have found it. But if you are looking for a sensible, budget-friendly upgrade, this is definitely not the PC for you. Let's start with the obvious elephant in the room, which is the RTX 5090 paired with that Ryzen 9 9900X 3D. Performance-wise, this thing is a monster. I ran a few heavy 4K rendering tests in Premiere Pro and some intensive ray-traced gaming sessions, and I genuinely could not get this system to stutter. The 64GB of DDR5 RAM makes multitasking feel effortless, even with dozens of browser tabs and heavy creative applications open in the background. If you're a professional editor or a 3D artist who needs to cut through render times, you will see the value here immediately. You can check the links below the video if you want to see the current pricing or dig into the specific hardware configurations available right now. Now, about that Cryo Chamber cooling system. HP has been pushing this design for a while, and in this 45L chassis, it actually works. During my stress tests, the CPU stayed noticeably cooler than it did in my previous custom-built rig. It is a smart design that isolates the heat, and it does keep the noise level surprisingly manageable even when the fans are spinning at full tilt. That said, the case is massive. It is an imposing tower that takes up a significant amount of desk space, so make sure you have the room for it before you pull the trigger. The biggest disappointment for me isn't the performance, but the port selection and the overall proprietary nature of the build. While you get a decent spread of USB-C and USB-A ports, some of the older USB 2.0 ports feel a bit out of place on a machine at this price point. More importantly, because this is an OMEN pre-built, you are somewhat limited if you plan on doing major upgrades down the road. The motherboard and power supply are proprietary, which means if you want to swap out components in 3 or 4 years, you might run into compatibility issues that you wouldn't face with a custom-built PC. For the intended buyer, this is perfect for someone who wants top-tier, plug-and-play performance without the headache of sourcing parts and building it themselves. If you have the budget and you want to play at 4K with every setting maxed out, this machine is going to make you very happy. However, if you are a tinkerer who loves to swap out motherboards or customize every single aesthetic detail, you will likely find the lockdown nature of this case frustrating. Value is subjective here. You are paying a premium for the convenience of having everything pre-assembled and backed by a single warranty. If you value your time more than the few $100s you might save by building it yourself, it is a solid purchase. Just don't go into this expecting a budget machine. It is a high-end luxury item for power users. If you're still on the fence or want to compare this against other high-end builds, feel free to use the links below the video to explore the product page and see if this fits your specific needs. Ultimately, the OMEN MAX 45L is an absolute beast that handles anything you throw at it, but it comes with the typical trade-offs of a high-end pre-built. It is powerful, it is cool, and it is incredibly fast, but it is also a heavy investment that keeps you locked into their ecosystem. If that sounds like the kind of trade-off you are willing to make for raw power, then this is one of the best options on the market right now.